Hi, and welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's a backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the unceded land where this conversation takes place, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. This week I got the train to Mitcham to visit Dutch Rules Distilling Co, a retro-styled bar and working distillery, and I sat down with rising star chef Viveik Vinohoran, this year's Young Chef of the Year. Surrounded by vinyl records, warm timber and the quiet hum of a still out the back, Viveik talked about shaping a menu that blends his Sri Lankan heritage with the classical French, Italian and Japanese training that has defined his career. We explored how he builds dishes flavoured with memory, from lamb biryani sausages smoked over cherrywood to charcoal-kissed eggplant with fiery pole sambal and a cured trout entrée. Viveik shared his passion for working directly with farmers, his commitment to reducing waste, and the joy he finds in teaching his team to embrace bold spice. He also opened up about the whirlwind of pop-ups, the intensity of competitions, and the moment he realised that cooking, not forensic science, was his true path. Hi Viv, it's so nice to be here at Dutch Rules and to meet you.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, well, it's such a nice place. The decor is so lovely, very vinyls, kind of retro feel.
Yeah, exactly. I think Annie wanted like a lot of that, natural wood and vibes like that, which has worked really well. Yeah.
And it's a working distillery,
yeah.
So the still is out. I was going, what is the word?
Yeah.
What is the noun?
The big machine.
The big machine that makes the alcohol. The still is out the back. I always find stills so beautiful.
It's so nice.
I'd love to have one in my apartment,
Yeah.
but it's probably not really a thing.
Yeah. Don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't think the text there yet to have like a small one.
No,
but,
it's not like those mini pizza ovens.
Yeah.
Getting like the pizza oven and a still on the balcony.
Dream. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. We're doing it. And you've been here a month?
Yeah, so the distillery's been here for, I'd say 3 years. They've been operating as a bar for a year and a bit. And I've jumped on board, and now we've got a kitchen open. This is our 4th week in.
Yeah, and there's so much media about
really
you
good,
at the
yeah.
moment. It's so great. So you're like the wonderkind, which is
overwhelming,
great.
really.
Yeah,
But no, it's great. It's lovely.
And your menu just sounds so fascinating. So it sounds as though you're the perfect person for this venue because of your Lankan cuisine.
I love the words, honestly. It's the best.
Yeah, that's right. So tell me about that. What does that mean for you?
So for me, I was born in Sydney. I grew up in Sydney, so I've never really been... The only Sri Lankan food I've been surrounded by is stuff like my mum would cook, my grandma would cook, stuff that I would have when I went back to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So it's been like, and all my food training has been French kitchens, Italian kitchens, Japanese kitchens. So it's not traditional Sri Lankan in the sense. It's just the way that I've been brought up in the industry with the way I've been brought up in general.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like the best way to describe it.
So I guess it's food that's flavoured with memory, and then you've got that layer of your training and so on as well.
Exactly.
So tell me a bit about what's on the menu. I've read things. Maybe everyone's read things. I feel like Dutch Rules is everywhere at the moment. But things like, for example, the sausages.
Yeah.
What's the not fusion. What's the blend there?
The vision.
The vision. What's the vision?
So honest, I feel like lamb biryani is one of my favorite things. Like it's just so soul warming and soul filling. Like you've got like the warm bice in there, the meat's in there. So the way we do it is we get lamb shoulders in. We slow cook that in like a really dark stock with like curry leaf, onion, carrot, peppercorns. We mix that in with sushi rice as well,
okay.
just because I feel like it binds better.
Yep.
And personally, I prefer short grain over long grain as well. And then we put like fermented chilies, preserved lemons, sultanas, essentially everything you'd have in a lamb biryani, but all like processed and yum. So we stuff that into some skins, smoke it as well over. At the moment, we're smoking it over cherrywood.
Oh.
So a mate of mine, Mark, he's up in Benalla.
Yep.
So he runs Saffron Gramophone. So I don't know if you can see all the pumpkins in the venue.
I did see those.
Yeah, so that's also from him too.
So autumnal, I love seeing a pumpkin.
Exactly, it's sick. Yeah, I'm like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we do that, and then we cook it straight over coals.
Yeah.
One thing that will stay consistent with that dish is we're serving it with this dreaming goat yogurt, which is this insane produce from dreaming goat, which is in Macedon.
Yep.
So they essentially grow the goats there, milk them there, make all the stuff there. So it's a super small thing, but it is the best yogurt I've ever tried. Like, it's insane.
Okay.
And then we're serving that at the moment with a pandan black pepper kind of like salad.
Yep.
Just using really good produce, really. Like, that's my...
And Punterell's only around for such a short space of time,
it's only
isn't
like
it?
probably a month, I'd say.
Yeah.
This season, I feel like it started earlier, which is good because then I can, use it.
Do you just use it raw? Or what
So I card it up really thinly, and I soak it in some ice water.
Yeah.
I feel like it removes the bitterness quite a bit, because I feel like if you have it straight, it's quite intense. It gets like the back of your throat a bit.
Oh, right.
But this way you kind of like, you're leaching off all of that bitterness. It's still got that like intenseness, but it's definitely pared back.
Yeah. All right, so we've got the lamb biryani sausages, and what else? That's what I was going to say, is you seem really good at doing food that goes well with, like it was food that goes well with wine and in your pop-ups and so on, and here it's food that goes well with gin.
The gin, yeah.
Do you have to, like, is that do you have to really think intentionally about what food would go well with gin?
Yeah,
or just everything go with gin?
Honestly, it's been a bit of a learning curve for me as well, because especially the gin that they produce here is quite spice forward. Like, you can taste all the botanicals in there. Like, I'm not sure which one you've got there.
They're really strong ones.
I love it. Amazing. Yeah. It's like,
it's start at the top.
Yeah. So that it's kind of worked kind of easily in the sense that my food's very spice forward too.
Okay.
But there's also some things that have been like, oh, okay, like I need to change things up a bit. So my plan at the start for the mini net that I'm serving with the oysters was I was going to use that gin there, the officer's cut gin, I believe. And I tried it, and it was so strong. Like, I was like, holy, I cannot serve this with good intention, like just raw.
Oh, okay.
But it was so intense.
Yep.
And like, I'm going to get people drunk off like 3 oysters.
Oyster.
Yeah. So I've had to like, because from what I knew what gin was to what they make here is chalk and cheese.
Yeah, right.
So I've had to like change the gin that we put in this, and now we're doing this Dutch Rules gin, which is like acrid lime toasted coconut and stuff like that, which it works quite well.
Yeah.
You know.
So you so you got the oyster. So you start off with this. You've got a few snacks.
Yes.
And
so we've got one of the standouts for me is probably the eggplant skewer. I love charcoal skewers of all sorts.
Yeah.
So we're serving that with like a tofu and orange hot sauce kind of thing.
Wow.
And then on top of that, we're serving it with a pole sambal, which is a very like traditional Sri Lankan thing. So it's like coconut, tamarind, chili, garlic, curry leaf. It's quite intense. Like it's spicy, and we've had a lot of people say it's like, oh my god, that's like intense. But they're not saying to reduce the spice.
Okay.
They're like, just keep it on there.
This is it. Yeah, it's good.
It's a good spice. Yeah.
Nice.
That's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you have a cured trout.
Yeah. So that's probably one of my favorite entrees at the moment as well. So we could get this trout right from Uji, which is I think like an hour down that way.
Yeah, it's up near
amazing trout.
Like, Buller or something.
Yeah, I believe so. It's just like the fat content, the flavor, the texture is insane.
It's amazing.
So we dry it for like 1 week, just to concentrate it a bit more, and then we're serving that. So we turn all of the bones into like a very intense fish stock, almost like a pill.
Yeah.
We season that with fermented green tomato. So it's like a bit tangy, a bit smoky.
Yep.
At the moment, we're doing a kiwi fruit and shiso salsa.
Wow.
And they're called, so there's different types of vade, which is like a, I forgot the Sri Lankan name for it, but it's kind of like, it's like a flat crisp.
Yeah.
So it's like spicy lavosh,
Yeah.
which is super nice. It's like got cumin, fennel, curry leaf.
Yeah.
And we finish all of that off with a burnt ginger oil on top.
Wow.
So it kind of brings all of that up, marries it together.
Yeah, delicious.
Fresh. Yeah.
And you've got charcuterie from one of my favourite chefs, Carl Nickel. I've spoken to him a couple of times, and I've run into him as well, which is always lovely.
Amazing guy.
So what do you get from him?
So at the moment, he's doing us like a zola, but he's brewing it in our coffee liqueur, which is
cool.
super cool. Yeah. So like that. I believe that's 2 weeks away or 3 weeks away. Obviously, charcuterie Pootery is that thing where, you know, sometimes it will take longer,
Sure.
sometimes shorter. He's gonna bring us in some upper Olo.
Yeah.
And that's got some pretty intense curry powder as well. It's just like perfect drinking food.
He's very clever.
Yeah.
And I saw too, and I didn't even know this was a thing because I thought they just grew for themselves. But are you getting some produce from the Omai farm as well?
Yeah. So one of my chefs not Owa, he worked there for like 2 years or so.
Yeah, okay.
And then when he jumped on board, I'm like, hey, do you reckon they'd be down to, like, you know, for us to go down there and grab some stuff? And they're like, yeah, sure, done.
Yeah.
I was expecting to grab, like, you know, one small crate of like zucchinis, tomatoes, stuff like that. We ended up leaving there with, I think, like 6 boxes of things. It was
my
like,
goodness.
yeah, they
Wow.
were very
Yeah.
generous, and there's absolutely lovely people. The food they're doing is insane.
It's insane.
Beautiful food,
It is.
such a great ethos as well. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they've used all the veg from their farm for 7 years exclusively. Like,
I know. It's incredible.
amazing. Yeah.
I had a conversation with Blaine. We walked around the garden. It was very early days, and
Yeah.
so I think there's a lot more going
It's,
on now.
yeah, blown my mind.
And we walked and talked, and it was really great because he was showing me where everything was, and it was so chefy. Like everything was totally in its place, and it was all mapped
100%.
out. And
Yeah.
then this one's going to finish, and something else is coming through, and
Yeah.
there was composting and
Yeah.
zero wastage and all that kind of stuff. I really love this. So I love to
Yeah.
see. So obviously, using local suppliers is
Yes,
important
that's
for you.
for sure. I want to know where all of my produce comes from. I
Yeah.
think that's quite a key thing.
Yeah.
Because I want to support the people who need to be supported. Like, you know, I want to make sure I am getting the best I can and supporting the people that I can. Like, even like some of the stuff we use isn't just from Victoria. Like some of it's from Flinders Island, Northern New South Wales as well, but it's coming directly from them.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's proper farm to table as much as that's used now.
And I always think, you know, from having spoken to people like Annie Smithers and Blaine, people that grow their own vegetables, and then if you have a relationship with people who grow their own produce, you respect it because you know the
100%.
journey it's taken them. Because
Yeah.
when you really listen to the challenges they face with, Annie Smithers with water and you know, there's storms and all kinds of things that happen, pests
Exactly,
and whatnot.
yeah.
And then I think it must help with the way you treat those vegetables
sure.
in the kitchen, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I love to, before we chuck anything out, we kind of look at every part of it and being like, oh, okay, what can I do with this? What can I do with this? What can I do with this? What can I do with it that's not chucking it away?
Yeah.
So before we actually opened up, we got a big order of mangoes in, and obviously when you process a mango, you've got like the seed, you've got the skin, and you've got the meat as well. So we were like, okay, the meat of it is fine. We can ferment that and then use that quite easily. The skin we ended up turning into a mango skin osho. So we blanched and blended mango skins with like rain chili, grapefruit, lemon, lime. Fermented that for like 2 months, I'd say, and it's insane. Like, you've got such a deep floral flavor there.
Yeah.
And then with the skins, we made a mango skin chong,
Yeah.
which is like a Korean sugar syrup kind of thing.
Yeah, wow.
It's just like, it's just, and it's fun as well. Like, yeah, sure, sometimes these things don't work out. Like, they end up going off or tasting terrible.
Yeah.
But the fact that you tried to do it, you can be like, oh, cool, this didn't work out, cool, but what can I do with it that's going to work out?
Yeah.
And it kind of opens the possibilities a lot more.
So you've got free reign. You can do what you like with the menu.
Yes, full
That's
free reign,
good,
which is really fun, really good stuff. Yeah.
So you've been able to do that with your pop-up.
Yes.
But apart from that, is that the first time you've really taken charge of a menu?
Yeah, I'd say this is my first larger head chef job where I can, kind of cook the food that I want to cook. Like, have fun with it and get the right things in, really.
And how did it come about?
So me and Danny have kind of known each other through the industry. Like, obviously it's a large industry, but it's a very small industry at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we were having a chat last year, and then we were just like, hey, like, Danny came up to me and was like, look, this is my plan. If it's something you're cool for, like, let's sit down, have a chat, and stuff like that. And then, like, we sat down and had a good chat. And the first thing I thought, I was like, man, he's just a lovely guy. Like, he just wants the best from his staff and treats them like human beings. And then I think that for me was a big switch. I'm like, I want to work with someone who cares.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing. And as sad as it is, that's not as common as it should be.
Yeah.
And then he's like, look, you've got free reign of the kitchen. I'm like, oh yes, even better. But yeah, no, it's been good. It's been a big change from doing pop-ups for sure. Like, obviously I was doing a lot of that last year, and it's a different mindset doing pop-ups compared to doing, a proper full-time venue.
Yeah. What do you get out of a pop-up? I mean, obviously you get to experiment a bit and you get to introduce yourself to different audiences in a way. It must be quite tiring though, and is it hard to pack up at the end and go, oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's a lot of work for sure.
Yeah.
But it's very fun though. Like, you're doing these like one day, 2 day things in so many different kitchens and venues and spots. So it's like, you can't be doing the same menu all the time. Like some venues, they're not well equipped. Some, the clientele aren't going to be wanting, raw fish and stuff. Like, they want completely different things, which I had so much fun with though, not gonna lie. I was like, what's gonna work and what's the best way to do it? And it was just fun, and like, you get to reach different audiences too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so 1 to 2 days, that's really short, and I just feel like it must be so hard going into different kitchens and getting the flow, because, like, feeling the flow to then produce your thing. I don't know how chefs do that.
It was exhausting. Like, there was a time, so I finished a big overseas trip at the end of August.
Yeah.
And I came back, and in 4 weeks, including the week I got back, I had 5 events. And I'm like, why did I do this to myself?
No, so hard. Wow.
It was a lot, but it was fun. I was exhausted at the end of it, but it's just, I love to work.
Well, that's obviously why you're Young Chef of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you'd been nominated for a couple of years before
Yes,
that, so
yeah.
you've really put the time and the effort in. Was it important to you to get that accolade?
It was, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And like I'm incredibly stubborn as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, look, if I want something, I'm gonna be going for it. You know, like just because it didn't happen one time doesn't matter. Just do it again. Like
Yeah, that's right.
there's there's a few ways to get things, and I think persistence is a good one.
And obviously you were getting feedback
Yeah.
that it was viable for you to, you know, to be going for that. Does someone else nominate you? How does it work
No,
for this
so
award?
essentially entries open around, I'd say around June
Yeah.
every year, and you have to submit like a fair few responses. I believe it was around 12 questions, I think, and they were all like really like key
Yeah.
questions too. It was like, you know, what challenges do you see young chefs facing? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, you know, it was a lot of really like intense things that you can't just, you know, randomly type it and send
Yeah,
it through. It's
or
stuff you
use
have to really think about.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly. No. Nope. Nope. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then I think there's a panel that reads through
Yeah.
those, aren't there? And then they get a
So-
short list, and do you have an interview as
Yeah,
well?
so then it was the first year was 6 judges, second year was 5, third year was 5.
Yeah.
And you're essentially they're sitting on just a small table just like this,
Yeah.
in front of industry icons. Like, I'm like, oh my god, like I've, you know, watched you guys for years, and now I'm
Yeah.
dating in front of you, telling you why I became a chef. Like,
Yeah.
this is insane.
Yeah.
And then and so last year, like this year, last year, was the first year that we had to cook as well, which was really cool. Like,
And I think it's really interesting that it's the first time.
yeah,
I think that would be part of it.
was sick, yeah. So it was like, so after the panel interview, a few months after that, we every finalist got to cook something, and this last year we did it at Oak House.
Oh,
A
amazing.
beautiful venue.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and like beautiful team, beautiful
Yes.
people as well.
It's so beautifully led, I think. But,
yeah, great staff, great, yeah. And so so we each did one course there, and then they put tickets up to the good food thing, and then people bought the tickets, and ended up being, I think, 65 to 70 people, which was quite cool. Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Congratulations. I think it's so great, and a really great testament for the. You know, you put a lot of hard work in, and sometimes you're working away in kitchens, and you're a little bit unseen. You're
Yeah.
not unseen here. We can
Very open.
It's very open.
Very
here.
open.
Very open here, but that's good. I saw the sausages hanging there. Are they smoking there? Or
Smoking,
they are
yeah.
Oh, wow, you can see,
They
see the whole
smoke
thing. Wow.
quite a bit as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I love an open kitchen. What are
Yeah.
the challenges of an open kitchen?
If you drop something, it's embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say
Maybe
that's
quite
it.
loud.
Yeah, and then everyone turns around and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
That wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah, no, that's right. Show's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I enjoy open kitchens because I love to yap as well. Like,
Yeah.
people come up and just talk and just tell. I'm like, they say, oh, you know, I love this, I love that, and I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for coming up and, you know, talking.
And stepping into that role of head chef, was that an easy transition for you to become more of a leader and to think about how you take your team through the menu and so on?
Yeah, I think, like, I've had senior roles in the asked as well so leading a team hasn't been like an issue for me, but it's been more teaching people Sri Lankan food.
Yeah.
Because that's been fun, really like a lot of the time, like at the start everyone was a bit not scared but hesitant to put the amount of spice in. And I'm like, don't worry, just put it in, just go intense, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
So like for me that's been really fun, and I do value staff who, you know, that cooking isn't everything. I tell that to everyone as well. It's like, you know, we're at work, but you need a life outside of work.
Yeah.
You can't be daving away, burning out, going back home, sleeping, dreaming about work, coming into work, stuff like that. So at the moment I'm pushing my chefs to have 4 days on, 3 days off.
Yeah.
I feel like it's key. I feel like 2 days off is good, but a lot of the time both of those days end up being like grocery shopping, cleaning, and then it's like, oh cool, I'm back to work now.
Yeah.
And
I think everyone should work 4 days and have 3 days off.
It's the dream. It's so nice.
It is the ideal. Yeah,
for sure.
Because you want to, as you say, bring that energy and passion to what you're doing, and you should be able to leave it at the door and
exactly like,
go
and
home.
I want people to be at work, like, you know, I want people wanting to come to work, not waking up and being like, oh no, I have to head into work today. But like now, like some of the staff are like, they come in and it's like, oh, I wonder what fish is coming in this week, and you know, it's like they're having fun with it, which I like.
That's what you hope. I hope that's what the people who are cooking, who are cooking for me. I sound like a queen. No, the people who are in the kitchen. I hope they're having a good time with it, because hospitality, you know, I mean, I know it's obviously a super hard job, but you would hope that there was a passion in it. Yeah.
Definitely.
And what about you? Do you think about food 24/7?
Oh,
You're coming
100%.
up. That's right.
100%.
Because you have these amazing ideas. I feel like you really have a lot of adjacent ideas, or you manage to sew in those beautiful threads of, you know, your Sri Lankan memories and, or you know, for what you had when you were growing up, in with your training. Like, you know, so when you're having these ideas, do you write them down, or do they just sit with you, or how do you?
I think they end up all going into a really messy document.
Yes.
It's just like 60 different things on one line. I'm like, oh no, what's going on? Most of the time, like, it's very produce driven. Like, because I feel like that's the best way to start. Like, it's, you know, what can I get in now?
Yeah.
So for example, I think the perfect example. So a few months ago, I was meeting up with the guys from Harvestack. So they work essentially directly with fishmongers and like farms. So they essentially cut out the middleman and ensure that all the fish for example are being picked up from the fishmonger and going straight to me or to the venue, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So I had a meeting with them and I'm like, hey, you know, what are some things that some of the farms aren't really selling or they want to sell? And they said there's this farm up in New South Wales called Bandara. So they do a really great Berkshire pit.
I think I've read about these,
So one of their things that they wanted to sell, or they had a lot of, was pig skin. And then obviously a lot of people like boil and dry pig skin and make chicharron. But I'm like, okay, what else can I do with that? Like if I'd go I can try and make like a pork curry with that. And then they said the farm in Flinders Island, they have a lot of wallaby in spare.
Yeah, right, okay.
And then I'm like, okay, you know, we've got the fattiness from the pig skin, we've got the leanness from the wallaby mince. Let's just combine them. And so I essentially made like a pork and wallaby bolognese kind of vibe.
Wow.
With like tamarind, lemongrass, kaffir lime, black pepper, fennel, cardamom. We make our own rigatoni as well, and I just made a spag bowl, but without the spag, and you know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. I've never heard of anyone doing that before. That's that's clever.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you got a cookbook in you?
Maybe down the track.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like,
Wow.
could be fun.
I know, these ideas are incredible, but you know, we're lucky we can come and eat them as well. Growing up, did you always think you might be a chef?
I've always been obsessed with food. Like, my family have been great cooks.
Yeah.
So I've been very lucky to be, you know, fed the meals I've been fed. Like, it's just very, and like cooking for people in my culture and like in a lot of cultures, it's a love language. Like, you know, when people come over, it's like you're cooking for days, and like on the table is like 20 different things. And so I think being surrounded by that warmth, that generosity has been very key. Like, so I went to uni for a bit after school. I was doing a Bachelor of Forensic Science, which was completely different. And then it was that first 6 week gap, and I was just applying for part-time jobs in kitchens, because I'm like, look, I do want to, you know, eventually be a chef, or just see how being a chef would be like. And then someone offered me a apprenticeship instead, and I'm like, look, let's just see where it goes. And now 12 years after that, I'm here. So yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
What do you most love about it? Maybe there isn't just one thing, because I often think it must be the thrill of service must be there. There's creativity. There's, as you say, the hospitality aspect of talking to the people, and the fact that you are, it's your love language, I guess. So
yeah, I'd say I feel like all of that. Like, it's just so nice to see someone enjoy a meal that you've made. It's just nice, and then like people coming up being like, this is the best thing that I've had, or once someone came up to me, not here but at a pop-up, and they were like, this reminds me of my mum's cooking. And I'm like, oh my god, stop it. Like, that's a greatest compliment you could get. And like, it's things like that that's just really lovely to hear, and it's just nice. Yeah. And then seeing your team have the same respect and enthusiasm for the food it's just really nice.
Yeah. With all that in mind, and the fact that you are Young Chef of the Year, what would your advice be to young chefs starting out?
Ask as many questions as you can. Like, in every instance possible. Like, you know, even if it's a weird question, just ask it and put yourself there. Like, put yourself where you want to be, because you're not gonna do the things you want unless you go for it.
Yeah.
You know, like, things aren't just going to be thrown at you. You need to work for it. And I feel like when you're there, you just ask the questions, and it's the best way to learn and stay curious, really.
Yeah.
That's the fun part. Yeah.
So great, thank you.
That's
So
okay.
nice
Thank
to talk
you.
to you, Viv, and I can't wait to try your food.
Oh, I'm keen. I'm going to send you tons of food.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Viv Vinohoran at Dutch Rules Distilling Co. You can check out all the goodness on Instagram at Dutch Rules Distilling Co, or one word. There's some glorious photos of Viv's food there. And if you'd like to hear more stories from other chefs, I'm also on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. You can read this chat online at www.conversationwithachef.com, and of course you can follow me on Apple and Spotify podcasts. I would absolutely love it if you told a friend about my chats. I still think it's the best way to get these delicious stories out into the world. Once again, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day and bon appetit.